Hello, my name's Mike Bodie, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the report that I did for our research paper. I did my paper on sustainable food systems, and I mainly did it because I was just kind of curious to learn more about our current food system. I really didn't know what a food system was until I actually took sustainability class at Kendall College, and was kind of interested in it. Obviously, being a culinary student, I wanted to know where our food came from and all the different steps that it takes before we eat it. I just wanted to learn about our current food system and how it's actually not very sustainable. So it was an interesting paper for me to do, and I kind of enjoyed doing it. As far as my sources, I got a lot of them actually from our sustainability class. It's from the Johns Hopkins Center for a Livable Future, and there's a bunch of PDF files. For those of you who are in sustainability, you know what I'm talking about, the lectures that we do weekly. So a lot of my sources came from the Johns Hopkins Center. I checked out a couple books from my public library written by authors that are part of, have to do with the food system. Websites USDA.gov, doubleupfoodbucks.org, which is a program to help lower class families obtain quality food. I kind of had difficulty citing some of my sources because most of them were PDF files, so I wasn't really sure how to cite those properly, I guess, but I think I figured it out and did okay with it. For organization, I pretty much organized my notes the same way I wanted my essay to be formatted, so I divided it up into each section of the food system, which there's 5 parts. So I'd have, processing, distribution, retail, consumption. So I just kind of organized the notes that way, and then when it came time to do the essay, I just kind of transferred them over, and it went pretty smoothly. I just kind of had like bullet points for notes, and the transition to the paper worked pretty well. Just to follow the flow of the food system is how I've, followed the flow for my paper. And for my thesis, I had that the benefits of investing in a sustainable food system outweigh the risk. One support of that is more localized food, meaning if we keep food more within our own communities, less animal waste is produced, meaning there won't be as much pollution and no more waste lagoons where all the animals' waste goes. For an opposing view to this, this kind of goes against the idea of vertical integration, which would not be successful because smaller farmers would have less control. Vertical integration is kind of bigger companies just taking over the smaller companies. And the rebuttal to this would be that our sustainable system, this is actually good because smaller farms and local communities, we would support local farmers, and the food would be fresher and more healthy versus on a big industrial scale. So overall, I enjoyed doing this project, and I hope that this speech gave you a little bit of insight to sustainable food systems. Thanks for listening.